Time to find out what lies beneath in the city of Tolstad and what is to come. We're on day 3, I believe, of Esoteric Ebb. The election is on day 5. We've yet to enter the tea shop quite yet, but there is solace because we have found many other things, as well as this bird guy, the owner of the tea shop, who gave us information about a secret way in. That's where we're going to be starting off today. We also secured the help of an angel and a mimic that has taken the form of a cloak. Oh. Engage, shorty. She said she will meet me in the city below if we are to gain her assistance. Let's just also check our spells out before we head out for the day. Speak with dead, very nice. Enhance ability, always good to have. Bark skin, nice. Knock could be nice too. I think good apple is less good for me because I have really strong healing. So I'm gonna go cure wounds instead. Probably comprehend languages and charm person then for the last two. Yeah, that's likely the move. It's my spells for the day. Many items nowadays. 2 strength, 2 int. Meek cloak. Jackson's. Sloshy stress cleave, eh? Got a ton of slog dogs too. The esoteric lockpick. Alrighty. I really need to gain access to this sword. Takes wisdom though, I believe. DC 15. 25% chance if I can fix my wisdom a little higher. Put on Hex Weekly. See how high I can get my wisdom. I can get to probably a +1 if I'm guessing. This is giving wisdom already, but say we put that there. Say we put, what else do I have for wisdom? Descending Pebble. With a Mace of Terror as well. The Incense Bowl, everything is already giving me the same amount of wisdom as that. So the current highest wisdom I can get to is 15. Wow, that's actually way better than I thought. If I could find just one more point, I could get to 16. But let's give it a try. Went from having a -1 to a +2. Items OP. Come on, baby! Ah, son of a bitch. There's something. Try again later with this knowledge. I have 13 shards of Jor. Let's just burn a few. Let's go! You understand. The sword is actually sentient. With all the baggage that comes with such a state. Wait, so it's... Yes. It appears this blade has a complex. Specifically, you believe this blade has been used to do horrible things in the past. Damn. And thus, the one thing you must do is allow yourself to be tested. To prove that you can be trusted. Speak to the blade. I'm not like those other people. The curling stops, and then slowly the blade unfurls, just a bit. Then, a voice. Old. Formal. Thou speakest true. Thy word holds weight. I swear it. Oaths are easily broken. Thou hast to prove thyself, knight. I am Kattegat, forged in elder days. I serve only those whose heart I deem worthy. I don't need to prove anything to a sword. Just trust me, I'm holding you well enough, aren't I? This is the power of love and friendship type trial. It is of good and evil. Answer mine question truthfully. 5 trials of thy character. Speak not what thou wouldst do, but what thy heart truly desires. Then I shall judge the truth of thy soul. First, thy family starves. 2 oh my goodness. Back into the moral dilemmas. I should have known. I should have known we wouldn't be playing this game for 5 seconds without it trying to test me morally. 2 other families also starve. Thou hast food enough for 1 family only. The other families are smaller. They need but half thy portion. What dost thou heart desire? I feed my own family, they're my responsibility. I feed my family, but I hate myself for letting the others starve. I feed the other families, more lives saved. I feed my family except myself. My portion goes to the children. I don't care about other families, mine come first. Yeah, except for myself. Of course. True sacrifice. Thy heart knows no self-preservation. Second, thou findest a purse of gold. No witness observes thee. What dost thou heart desire in this moment? Keeping it would haunt me. I want to give it to those who need it more. Yeah, those who need it more. Selfless desire. Third, an innocent is condemned for thy crime. Thou canst save them by confession. Canst? Does canst mean can or cannot? Losing thy freedom. What dost thy heart yearn for? I'd do it anyways, even though I'm terrified. Fear, yet conscience prevails. Fourth, a dying stranger begs for water. Thou hast but 1 flask. The journey ahead is long and perilous. What does thy heart feel? Compassion, I give the water freely. Selfless empathy. Fifth and final, thou hast witnessed great suffering in thy travels. How doth thy heart respond to the pain of others? Just say, I lose sleep. Thy suffering for others' pain reveals a selfless soul. Thy answers are heard Now comes judgment. The blade hums. Reading not thy actions, but thy heart. Don't start talking like this thing, it's embarrassing. Thou art exceptional. A heart that bleeds for others, a soul that suffers for the world's pain. I have not witnessed such selflessness in centuries. The blade shines brightly. Thy goodness, it changes me. The blade hums with new purpose. I feel thy empathy, thy suffering for others. And I understand now. The blade, oh my god. The blade begins to shift. I cannot serve violence without conscience, but I can serve as thy moral compass. Moralizing Kattegat unfurls fully. Against the wicked I shall grant thee clarity. Thy righteousness heart shall find advantage against those of evil intent. Use me wisely, knight. Okay, let's fucking go. Moralizing. Advantage against evil creatures. It's still furled, though. Oh, no, it's unfurled. Okay, sick. Didn't give me any more stats, but advantage against evil creatures is juicy. We will switch back to the bow. And to... Oops. Meek. Orb. And... What was the last thing I was using? Oh, it was just already this. 1 strength, 1 wisdom. Then the book. Or I was using the pickaxe of secrets, wasn't I? Maybe. This is pretty good too, though. Texts. I was using the Chants of Norvik, 24 strength. You inspect the pickaxe. Along the shaft, you see runes spelling out secret. The Dark Dwarf told you it could be used to cast detect secret. It appears, however, apparent to you that it's not functional. Alright, DC 6, we got this. Let's go. There's nothing like your regular memorization. A spell scroll or codex is often nothing more than taking the original content and transcribing it, putting various esoteric stages to memory in the process. A magic item, however, is crafted only to only output those stages per automata, not giving any insight to their inner workings. It is, by definition, reverse engineering. Oh, then I should be able to retrace the steps of the pickaxe. Yes, normally that would work, even if it is a highly difficult and slow process. However, this pickaxe is broken. It does not appear to perform those esoteric stages in proper order, or more likely that the stages is broken. It will, no matter what you do, take around 3 hours for you to do this. Make sure you have the time to commit. Speak the keyword secret. Not up. Good to know, leave. Alright, well, if I find myself absolutely needing detect secret, tis a choice. Oh, it's raining today. How interesting. Let me just check also my questing log to make sure I have not completed any other quests where I might potentially get a perk. It would seem no. But I can... I head to the Drunken Sphinx. is because I want to be reminded of what that puzzle was. Greetings, fair lady. Sphinx takes a barrel. Little one, into your soul. Can you tell me the riddle again? She chuckles. As many times as you want. Found within the arcane flare, meaning an arcane spell. Twin tongues of flame that scorch the air. Twin tongues of flame. Burrow deep within the earth. A primal sting to show your worth. Now the next kind of magic. Folk and gods in thronging herds. A man divine alone howls his words. Can you give me a hint? A hint? You dare ask a sphinx for a hint? Is that some kind of social taboo? She puts down her barrel of wine and leans in. You can ask questions, but no, you do not get a hint. Wow, what a cool distinction. Oldses. Those really are different things. So I'm supposed to do something, not just answer with a regular old word, right? Do the actions have anything to do with where am I supposed to... Has anyone else solved the riddle? I'll have to do something with you to solve the riddle, right? No. She winces. Damn it, that was a hint. Gotcha. New rule. You get one hint. She can make new rules? Man, she's drunk. That was your one and only hint. It's not something to do directly with me. So not like in dialogue with you or whatever. Got it. Something like that. She sips on her wine, looking regretful. Correct. Same thing to do with... That would be a hint. No such questions, please. What are the actual fucking rules here? Someone else solved the riddle? Her smile fades. Only a small handful of folk have proven worthy to enter the vault during the eons I've watched over it. I will tell you more if you prove yourself worthy, of course. Guess I'll just have to try some stuff. Trial and error. Not the most silly tactic I've seen over the years. She shrugs again, her cat shoulders sliding smoothly up and down. Which looks surprisingly funny with her whole feline body thing going on. Now get back at it, little one. Thank you, Great Sphinx. Okay, clearly... discusses the schools of magic. Arcanist Tech. Incredible machinery. The speaker. Talks about arcane flame, a primal sting, and divine word. Do I perhaps have to cast a spell? A speaker. Maybe I have to cast a spell from each of the schools? Just for the hell of it, let's see what happens if I do this. Seems nothing. Alrighty then, wasted that slot. Should have took a picture of that. Okay, let's go get our dog, and then we'll continue on with our day. Big boy Snell. Yo. The storm calls to me. Ominous. Yo, B. Morning, cleric. The goblin rubbed his eyes. Ready to head out? I usually head out about this time, so yeah, I'm ready. Alright. To go and find our secret entrance now. An arcane flare. Twin flames. A primal sting. And a divine word. What does it mean? Meow. Spend a minute petting the cat. Yes, glorious. That was absolutely necessary. Use of time right there. The fuck is this? Stopping rainwater. Wow. Just want to read this shit again. Little one. She chuckles. A man divine alone howls his words. Shit. I didn't bring the fucking... Alright, whatever. This is fine. A primal sting to show your worth. Found within the arcane flare. Twin tongues of flame that scorch the air. It's inside of arcane flare. A primal sting to show your worth. Folks and gods in thronging herds. A man divine alone howls his words. Found in the arcane flare. Twin flames that scorch the air. A primal sting to show your worth. In thronging herds of gods and men alike. Something, something. The election is very, very soon. Where the heck is the secret passage? Do I need to spend 3 hours fucking with that stupid thing? To find it. Haha! Too inconspicuous. The goblin leans in, getting in between you and the stones. Secret rock, Snell. Any reason in particular? Oh? What's the secret? Let's find out. They're easily lifted. As you push them to the side, you see what's beneath. A pit, wide enough for you to slip down, and a ladder. Fuck me. Is that... passage? Not very dungeon. Almost, but not quite. Fuck you, look to Snow. It's an expression, cleric. But to be fair, you could probably find secret holes like this everywhere in the damn city. Neat. Is that Jagoff still here? Indeed he is. He's ready for more of your questions. LOL. Alright. Took 4 more minutes to fucking move rocks. But here we are. Hold on. Is this tunnel connected to the tea shop? Yeah, bro. Duh, you were there when we figured this out. Don't play dumb. Also rain today. What do you think we should do? About the rain? No, what should we do today? Alright. Checking out the tea shop is priority number 1. Focus on that. So look at this, a secret tunnel. Yeah, this is a shock. But there's tons of tunnels in the city. Sure. But right underneath the Temple of Earth like this? Our Lady won't like this. Not one bit. But let's focus on that now. Not focus on that now. More importantly, let's focus on that impacts the explosion. Why are you scared of mushrooms? The mushroom lady said you were... Okay, fine. I don't like them. They're freaky and mushy and smell like mold. Just plain don't like them. He's talking like a scared child. But I'm not taking questions on it, so anything else you want to ask? Alright, that's enough time talking about fucking mushrooms. What do we have here? The Drake Slayer. Such an artwork. It says Joanna, CEO, Mayor Quam Requilius. What? Reveals. Holy shit, what? Money? Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Holy shit is right. Let's fucking go. I'm about to have like 100 strength. Imagine that's a trinket. Indeed it is. My wisdom's at an odd number anyways, so this can go. Bada bing. 26 strength. Ah! I'm a monster. The ominous skulls clearly indicate an evilish origin. On the inside is inscribed a message. Vis Imperium Regni Filium. Okay. Got a fucking mimic on my neck and the strength of an ogre. 26 strength in this bitch. God damn, I'm strong. There's something to fuck with me. Oh, a helmet. Oh, there's crazy loot down here. A bassinet. Several bags. One of them looks interesting. A bag of holding. Oh my god, the loot in here is insane. Potions of healing. Out of reach. Just barely too far away to reach. There's something in this game that lets you reach things further. Because there's so many items you click on that's like, it's out of reach. I'd rather not have negative con. All the helmets are shit. They all have fucking negatives. -2 charisma, -2 con, -2 strength. Do I got any stuff that makes me reach? Oh yeah, this pebble. We gotta examine this as well, actually. Please don't bother anyone with that, cleric. You think about who you could send a message to. There are a few targets in mind. Fit into 30 words or less. Rick Spider. LOL. Let's send a message to Viskin. Who's Oyugi? Yeah, Viskin, what's up? Very cool. The message ends. You didn't disturb him now, did you? Someone to eat her. Cleric, do not use that pebble to contact me at your leisure. I am attempting to work here. If you require assistance, meet me below. Lady Sage Leaf, everything's good. What in the fuck are you thinking? You dare send me a babble message? You must be out of your damn mind, human. The message ends. Rough cloud. She must be busy. I had a feeling she was going to react like that. A ton of potions. That son of a bitch, he's got a whole horde back here. Facts, honestly. He had all sorts of shit in here. A box of expired potions. You check inside the crate. Potions. Several layers of them, wrapped in Reedsian newspapers. Someone has written in big letters. Spoiled potions. Batch. Do not drink. Something tells me they're alright. Check the date on the newspapers. It says Chronos 26 PE on one of them. Last year. Who brewed these? I all say hex brew. Are they spoiled? It appears so. Why they are all here together, though, makes no sense. Check the box. Nothing interesting about it. Can I get my entire to figure that out? Lol. Oh, nice. You can filter by blah, blah, blah. Negative int, lol. That sets my int to 12. Still probably not enough. Check the watery one. These fucking things. Popular with the upper class. Really bad for you, though. Watery one with a bunch of eternally fizzing red flakes. How come? No, it's not like they don't work. They work fine. Potion of low body fat. It's what's called a transmutation. People use them to stay fit and healthy. But unlike a customized polymorph potion, these just shift around your nutritional intake. Ends up killing you slowly if you drink too many. That's why they're not legal to import or sell. You know a lot about this. I might have read an article about it at some point. But whatever, let these rich folks do whatever they want to themselves, right? Except what happens in this, that shit is that quickly gets passed down to the lower class. And what happens is that he stops and groans, whatever. What else is in the box? Folk need a strong guiding hand. That is why the state disallowed these substances. Regulation is important. Do not. You stare at the potion box. Faintly yellow at the bottom half and faintly purple at the top half. The bottle is long and slender, and it weighs quite a bit in your hands. Masculinity, femininity. Ah, a gender swapper. These sure are popular these days. You have heard of these. They are not interesting to you. If this was actually functional, you could have sold it for a couple 100 crowns. Expensive stuff. Drink it. Do I want to drink this? It's not something you have thought about. You are confident in your bodily structure. While you have always been intrigued by the woman herself, you do not wish to partake in their struggle. You are a man. You will dry a man. Who'd want to drink this? Oh, lots of people. It's all the rage. It's all the rage, you know. For some, it's just a thrill. Since it's stable, permanent, and painless switch, it's gotten mass-produced after the war. Still pretty expensive, though. So it switches all the stuff? Yeah, from what I've heard at least. I don't partake myself exactly. They talked about banning it for a while back, but they ended up just making it a requirement to register the switch if it goes beyond a few days. Too many people were using it for a quick and easy way to avoid jail time. With regular polymorphs, you've at least got the cost barrier. Do not. Snell watches as you place it back in the box. Tiny label and several clear white eyeballs. Sheesh. It's like the mezcal. You lift it up and hold it in your left hand. The empty bottle is light, and the cork is in your right. You okay, cleric? No, this is wrong. What? Look at the empty bottle in your hand. The bottle is fully emptied. And the potion says, Potion of Amnesia. We don't have to start over, do we? Please don't say that we do. That would be the worst. You drank it, but the weak spoiled potion only took away a few seconds of your memory. So you're okay? It's okay, Snell, I remember. Don't scare me like that. So I'll just drink random potions. Damn, I just randomly drank that. Troll. A stash of holy scripture? Turn undead, nice. Another spell. It's barely out of reach. Cool, looks Dwarven. Yes, Dwarven. Their craftsmanship is amazing. You can also see a bag of griffin fodder goodies. Quite the expensive treat. Appears to be almost 100% meat. You could reach it easily. Fucking, I'm strong as fuck. Let's get properly strong as fuck, though. Hee hee hee. Yeah, this is what I was rocking before. Strength and strength. My strength text is on already. I could go even higher. I could use the Jackson and the Ring of Spell Storing. Get to 28 strength. God damn, I'm a unit. Too far away. Engage. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Let's go. I'm a fucking god. Perfect form. Lift. You feel the iron grinding. It's moving. Lift it up fully. Raising your body and pushing your muscles. You actually stand up. Whoa. Damn. He is impressed. Grab the warhammer. Hard and loud, but in your hands. Adamantine warhammer. Great job. You got yourself a fancy hammer. As you hold it up, you are confused. Adamantian. Weigh it in your hands. It is extremely light. Try to hit the wall. It bounces off with a loud pang. Absolutely no damage to the wall, and the reverberations cause your hand to shake. What the fuck? Wait, is that the warhammer? A warhammer that is completely useless. Yep, adamantine. Ah, I've heard about those. It's like a status symbol, right? Oh well, might intimidate someone at least. I like it. Makes it feel Dwarven. Great. A good feeling. Enjoy it. It looks cool. Leave. Damn, it's just like not even useful. 2 dex, 2 charisma. Causes the hammer to bounce back. Well, we got a crazy amount of dex, and it gives charisma too, which is nice. I need to talk somebody into something. Go back to my... Who doesn't love a good lever? Doesn't let me lift up the bars for this thing. The fuck? Why? Something's in this crate. Who would have thought? A notepad. A notepad with several scribbled notes. Ledger for smuggled goods. A bit on the nose, perhaps. Smuggling? Awesome. Look at the list of export-import. Many terms, mostly importing. Pocket bike, large quantity. Not arrive, and then terrible state. A number of rare potions with draconic names. And you finally mention something called Quilio Well cartridges, although it appears to have not have left the warehouse. Hey, that's the one Modisa's looking for. The Asgal girl is clearly the tea shop. Oh yeah. Smuggling guide. On one of the early pages, you find a section smuggling guide. How to do it. This can't actually be. Some people, man. Step 1. Use your connections. The Reedsian merchants are always good for coin. They pay a hefty price for a simple storage. Step 2. Storage. Move things from the warehouse to the secret tunnel. Use Freestrider help. Lift up from pillar crossing. They write off missing goods as lost at sea. Step 3. Keep secret. Mix crowns with tea shop income. Fudge receipts. Avoid Sage Leaf's handlers. Step 4. No distribution. Return to warehouse night before ship leaves. Do not sell goods yourself. Stay clean. Of course, the Freestriders are involved in this. They probably set it up. Those crafty bastards. They really got their fingers in everything. You should really consider becoming a full-time Freestrider agent. Over your shoulder, Snell is reading this elaborate display of criminal incompetence. He looks less angry and more disappointed. I suppose it's a blessing when the crooks of society also implicate themselves with sheer idiocy. Look at the latest entry. It goes on about missing payments, lost suppliers, and various angry comments about the tea shop owner customers. It's marked with the date March 21st, the day of the explosion. Coast Hag potions not yet arrived. Days late. Don't want diluted piss again. Elf will arrive from temple, then leave. Don't like tea shop being used for meetings. If they break anything, they pay. Elf. Huh. A meeting with an elf, and the smuggler wasn't there. Interesting. Let me write this down. Take the notepad. It starts to evaporate in front of you. What? Turning to magical dust in your hands. A curse! Put it back. It stops evaporating. Take it out. It begins to turn to dust again. Put it back again. It stops. I see. This notepad is a self-defense mechanism, an esoteric abjuration, or a taunted. Somebody does not want this to be used in evidence in a court battle. You have to leave it here for now. I'll send someone to take a look later. Don't worry. I'll make sure to mention they should not move this thing just in case. Alrighty then. Well, what's the lever all about? The goblin lets out a single noise and then takes a step back.
Oh, Meek knows this. Meek knows things. Pull lever will open secret door. That's how Old Master always put it. Lever equals secret door.
Levers can use other stuff too, you know.
They can?
Yeah, your goblin companion also gets sucked into this thought. He's struggling to come up with a single thing that a large wooden lever could be used for. What the fuck?
Like what, Master?
You have nothing. The Mick is one. I'm drawing a blank here. Same.
Oh, maybe Master will come up with this latter answer later.
You won't. You don't want to pull the lever with me, Snow? No, thank you. I'm going to assume this will spring a trap or flood this strange chamber. Okay, then leave. Guess maybe I should leave it. Now, where does this go? Right here? Crazy. This was here the whole time. I walked by this. Just a fucking ladder that comes up here. What the fuck? And this goes into the tea shop. Nope, won't work. Okay, guess the lever is good. We pull it. Here we go. The tea shop, surely. Tea shop. Ha ha ha, we've arrived. A broken table or shelf. Bent iron door. Laid in the passage, the iron door is falling off its hinges. Look at the corners, they're bent. Look at the bent corners of the door. To bend metal like this, it takes power. It's bent towards you, so the explosion must have came from beyond this door. Look at the hinges. Combination of force and heat. Alarming. Meek, what do you think?
Door is very hurt. Meek feel bad for Door. Bad magic did this. Master, be careful. Whatever did this still may be here.
Get all my end gear on. Get int 12, lol. Intelligence. Amazing. To melt iron like this, it would require incredible heat. Remember the studies of Fireball, an awesome power, often used to horrific efficiency in the Coast War to eliminate entire regions. But to reach degrees hot enough to soften this iron door, it would have to be of 7th level or higher. More realistically, considering how the flames have forcibly escaped through the back rooms by bending the door this way. 8th or 9th level Fireball. Insanely powerful magic. Ugh. Bro. What the fuck is going on? Shit is bugged. I can't do shit. What the hell? Why does the inventory not work? There we go. Fuck sakes. Paper is apparently weak to fire. Engage. Once there were shelves here filled with magazines. You've seen this type of construction before in other tea shops. The main draw of tea shops is the available outlet of magazines. Pay for an expensive cup and get access to the latest stories. Win-win. You like reading, Snell? Sure, but not this garbage. Hard to read when it's burnt like this. No, not. Copper's lines. It's just a bunch of lies and tall tales. Might be fun if you want to raise your blood pressure. I agree, I hate journalism. That's not... I mean, there's good newspapers. It's just... Give me one example. Sure, The Green Road. The Green Road. A niche paper focused on the support of the agricultural party. The only Norvikian paper printed outside of the city. It recently shifted to support the Afghans. Oh, haven't read that. Yeah, I get that. I'd blame the election for the lack of more good journalism, but it really wasn't that much better before. Look at the lumps of charcoal. Littered across the stone, you see chunks of, well, charcoal. There was wood here. Damn, I should have kept my int gear on. Guess I can put it on again, lol. Three shards of ore, nice. It used to be wood. Oh. Search for anything. Oh, lol. Among the mess, you look for find something solid. Moving away from the burnt magazines, you find a paper completely unharmed by the flame. It's a bit dirty. The Undercommon. We spent a fortnight fishing these bad boys out of the sewers last year. What kind of asshole thought a magically indestructible newspaper was a good idea? There's a faint tealish outline on the paper, not quite glowing in the dark, but almost. Can't even be burnt. Is it any good? Design? Nah, it's shit. Put it away. +1 in book. Wow. Broken teacups. Damn, it's like a clump. The heat must have been extremely intense at this pot. Try to pick one up. You can't move in an inch. They've been deformed. Must have been thousands of degrees. Fine, I'll leave it alone. It reeks. Whatever content once filled this chamber has been pushed up against the cracked walls. The dwarven masonry is damaged in various locations, and every single thing in the chamber is burnt. Incredible power. This is the center, but where did the explosion originate from? The stony tiles, scorch marks, and general aesthetic makes it look like a dragon's lair. Death. Will you stop saying that? First, localize the origin point. Amazing. You were surprisingly confused. You spent 10 minutes. There's clearly damage in the center of the chamber where the force obviously pushed everything out from the walls. But no matter where you look, there's no clear epicenter. You need more time. There is far more fire spreading widely in all directions. The center is many. Check the debris. Just a quick search reveals nothing but charred rock and iron scraps. Remnants of furniture, shelves maybe, chairs. Pushed up in the corners of the room, a violent and sudden force of heat compressed it all. It was instant, then everything became nothing. Check the iron beams along the walls. Once they stood up straight, holding the ancient tunnel upright. Askew and weak, yet they still stand. Yeah, it's a miracle this place hasn't collapsed entirely. You should probably leave. Relax, it's fine. Check the ceiling. Your heart beats quicker. You glance upwards, finding the somewhat high ceiling of the chamber to be scorched, but intact. The place will stand for now. Could this be caused by a spell? Spells can cause most things. Yes, obviously this chamber has been hit by a fireball spell, or any other equivalent explosive force. Your thoughts now? He removes his sleeve and then his nose to his mouth. It's a damn blast zone. Any theories? I'll tell you what I think, cleric. I think, and I'm fairly certain of this, that a very powerful fireball spell was cast on the spot, clearly. But look, I'm no expert here. He has good intuition. Exactly how that would happen is confounding to me. So let's both just look over the debris and bring as much information as we can to the old lady. Great plan. Thanks. I should leave the rubble alone. What have we here? A flipped table. Looks heavy. The only not disintegrated thing on the center table is this stone slab. It's just very cooked. Move this thing. Ah, yes. A table must have flipped over by the force. Beneath. Everything is horrific beneath. Huh? You want to flip the table? It's damn heavy, but maybe we could do it together. Later, yeah, let me put on my fucking all my strength gear. I'm already strong as fuck without it, but we might as well just be fucking godly. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't even have strength on it. Why does it say strength? $27. Bitch. 28. Flip. God damn. Oh my god. Still failed. Insane. You make your best attempt, but the big block won't move. Fuck. Heavy. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna try again. What the fuck? Motherfucking 20 for a 29. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Tis indeed a body. Exclamation mark. You stare into the dark corner of the tea shop. Amid soot and broken styles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the destruction around it. It's Snell stares at it. He is silent. 1 casualty. Report it. Huh. Earth be blessed. Snell nods silently. Your words hang in the air. No one responds. The corpse appears to be completely charred to you. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. The size is average, you think. Hard to make out anything other than a silhouette. She did not deserve this end. And the goblin steels himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, cleric? You're an expert. Death. You know it. You fear it. You were far too young. Clear your throat. The goblin breaks his intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. Cleric? I'm Earthguard, not health services. Experience with corpses? None. Great. Well, I guess we'll do this one step at a time. We should do the preliminary checkup, just to scope out the scene. Then we'll transport to the Lich House, I guess. We should have Viskin examine it. Uh-huh. He's barely listening to you. I'll check the head. You, check the hands or something. You are not afraid. Approach it. Do your job. You take a few careful steps up to it. Kneel down. Seeing it up close causes you to shake. Your flesh feels the flames. You share the bond of death. Look at the torso. A dark mass, once skin, now appears to be but a solid mass. It doesn't even smell. She was incinerated, fully, in an instant. The heat must have been the source of death, a quick death. Nothing but black and brittle carbon residue. However, you are quite certain this was woman. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. Woman, unknown age. She crawled up in this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. Got it. Good info. He leans in slightly closer. Too far to see anything, the poor goblin. Focus on the hands. You see the left hand is half destroyed. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip, holding something. A clue, of course. No, this is a bad idea unless you want to break that fist into 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. Pry the hand open carefully. Well, I have dex gear I could put on. Check out the head. Not too much to see here. Fire's burned off everything. While charred beyond recognition, the skull itself is fairly intact. And why is that good exactly? So you can have someone to talk to, of course. Oh, yeah, I can speak with dead. Oh, do I notice anything else? Good question. Looking for the distinguishing features, you do notice something interesting. The ears. Ears? I've seen ears before. Look closer. Look at the ears, Snell. He squints. Barely there. What about him? Is the shape off to you? Well, yeah, because of the fire, unless you mean... Oh, it's an elf? Wait. Despite the bare recognizable form, the ears have a particular shape. They're pointy. Pointy ears. He looks around. There's only one humanoid creature on this coast with both body size and pointy ears. Not an orc, not an gnome, not a human. No chance. Oh boy. Just the concept of such a rare creature being found in a second-rate tea shop. There is no doubt. Ilum weeps. Who's Ilium? Her children are slaves to fascism. Your companion glances at the corpse, and then your head slowly turns to you. It's a damn elf. Scent of Okul midst flames amiss. This is death you fear. This is a dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You have only one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened. Who killed this elf? Who blew up the tea shop? You feel the answer must lie below. Far, far below. I wasn't done investigating that fucking place. What the fuck? Just teleports me here? Continue. The duck. Your eyes follow the towering dark knight as he walks past, heading down the stairs. The body is secured. Good, good, the pale man answers behind his desk. Snell leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely on the elvish corpse across the chamber. I think I expected a dwarf. Huh? A dwarf? Why? The tea shop was used for the Asgals. My first thought was infighting or political assassination. But an elf? There's like 3 of them in the entire city. What should I say? Discuss the quest, of course. Just share your feelings. Ask him about it, like how fucked you both are. How bad is this? The Ilum are powerful, even in Norvik. If one of their own got offed, yeah, could spell trouble for sure. Should be easy to identify an elf, right? You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible. This is above my rank. But I don't see anyone jumping at the chance. You're still serving the old lady for now. He's ordering you around, but perhaps this is not the time to complain. So what now? Gather any remaining clues in the tea shop, then we report to Lady Sageleaf. ASAP. Here the pale man clear his throat across the circle chambers. Cleric, I am finished with my report. I want to check the corpse again. Ah, yeah, you obviously want to do the thing. The thing? What thing? You know, the thing. He holds up a hand to his mouth and mimics talking. Speak with dead. What thing? He groans. You know, the thing you clerics do with corpses? What's it called when you speak with dead? Yeah, what's that called? Speak with dead. He glances at you. Are you making fun of me? No, it's called speak with dead. Oh, right. Closes his eyes and ground. He's embarrassed. Right, that's a thing I am somewhat capable of doing. Phrasing it like that doesn't invest a truck in your abilities, but hey, you get 5 questions from that spell, right? With that, you should easily figure out who, what, where, why, and when, and so on. You've already memorized the spell. Go ahead and make use of it. Let's talk to Viskin. Hear his report. Alright, let's get going. Goddamn 5 questions. Bank. Goddamn, my thing is at 7 now. Advantage against evil. Let's get my wisdom as high as possible and figure out this guy's deal, as it were. This also gives wisdom. This gives wisdom. This gives wisdom. Yeah, I'm pretty wise with this now. Huh. Effortless. 18. You stand there mulling over all you know of the strange, pale mortician, when your attention is drawn to the air around you. It's damp and dry, cold. piercing through your chainmail, leaving you with an uncomfortable feeling. A feeling that appears locked with this place, this tower. You close your eyes, focusing intensely on all around you. It's not natural. It's very much esoteric. A negative energy flow permeates this place to its core, all of it focused around a single point, the pale man. By the gods, he's covered in negative energy. Even worse, it emanates from him. This is no human. What are you looking at here is but the thin disguise of a creature most foul, most powerful. No mere spellcaster, no mere arcanist, no mere wizard. Viskin is a lich. Viskin is a lich. Abomination! Like an actual lich? They eat your soul and play with your bones type lich? Yes, you're afraid so. What do I do with this information? You have a choice. Either try to deal with this directly, or contact relevant authorities. You can also just walk away. No worse for wear. This needs to be reported to Coin Lord Darrow. He's the highest city official on Tolstad. If only he was available. Lich House Blues added. You should investigate this further. But what if I don't mean to interrupt, Claire, but you've been standing there in silence for almost 5 minutes now. Is there anything else you wanted? I can't just tell him I'm suspicious of him and his helpers. What should I do? Spy on them, alone. In the deep night, lonesome cleric. They will meet you. You shall join. Why not bring Snow? He could be an asset. And besides, Viskin would obviously not be interested in exposing anything interesting with his goblin business partners in the room. Return here at midnight without your companion. That will reveal it all. Sounds like it could backfire. Perhaps. You'll find out soon. Do I want charisma gear on for this? Probably not. I don't know. Let's just... Tell me about the dead elf. Yes, cleric, there are a few points to go over. 6 points of interest, to be precise. He hands you a piece of paper with the points on them. Tell me which of those you wish to go over. Oh boy, you have control. You like this. Don't give him choices. We'll be here forever. You should pick the last point first. Then go random. Keep them on their toes. Go from 1 to 6 in order. Start with the most important first. You need to know this. Point 1. The transfer. Yes, it went fine. The body was ruined, of course, but still intact enough thanks to the charring that gentle repose did what it should. I then had a subordinate carry the corpse wrapped in yim silk, a special fiber material. With minor damage, the transfer was completed. Point 2. Folk identifier. It's an elf, right? Yes, your preliminary assumptions were very much correct. While even the teeth had been ruined, the fangs presented as clear evidence. This is an Ilum elf, one without horns or other bestial alteration. Point 3 just says sex. Yes, sex. Surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk. Sex would be nice. Not with anyone in this place, though. Ha, what an opportunity. You should make light of this. Oh, you're not asking me? This is point 3, not 6? Yes, cleric, point 3. The goblin leans in and whispers, very funny, perfect timing. After much consideration, I've established that this at the time of death was a female elf. Tragedy. Interesting. Would it be less of a tragedy if it was a male elf? You know what I mean. I do. Can we please just focus on the points here? Point 4, mouth intact. It is. Which means you are able to cast Speak with Dead, cleric. Oh, can't you do that? I am sadly not that powerful nor authorized to handle such magic. The pale man does not involve himself, unless he must. Point 5, Ilum identity. The South is clearly of the Ilum nature. Getting in contact with the embassy would be smart. Or foolish. I suggest speaking with Nicholas Darrow or his Valkyrie. Yeah, that sounds like trouble. The embassy is on the other side of town. Plus, they're not exactly known to be welcoming to inquiries. Point 6. Hands. I found an object within the elf's grasp. However, it has a magical seal on it, causing it to break upon interference. Slowly and deliberately, the pale man shows you some dust in a vial. It was a chain, a gold chain. The esoteric enchantment upon it caused it to survive the explosion, However, it fell apart upon losing contact with its host. I apologize for not handling it better. Perhaps I could have gotten more info. Damn. I knew I should have went for that first. I was just about to say you screwed up. Interesting, very interesting. I'm not sure how to look into it further, but it could be good to mention to Lady Sageleaf. Point 7, the cause of death. Fire. She was incinerated instantaneously. The final shape of the body informs this judgment. I cannot determine if she sustained any minor damage before, but the way she ended up makes it clear. She was moving until the fire erupted. That is all. Point 8, it says, clerical compensation. No such point, cleric. What else? He's quick. The pale man is learning how to handle you. I have what I need. Right, good. Now listen. Speak with Dead is a powerful spell. I know, I found a funny demi-lich in the crypts who taught me how to cast it. You... Pardon? You've left the pale man in a state of pondering as he stares at you. Interesting. Well then, go ahead and cast it on the corpse. He leans back and nods. That is all. Anything else you need, cleric? Thank you, bye. Magic items belonging to the deceased. Bracers of Thievery. A real man. Alrighty. Back to the tea house, I guess. Alright, go back to this damn shop again. Long ass way to go. Shorty, got anything else I want? Back here, are you? To the secret tunnel. Oops, wasted that time. Laughter and debate once filled these seats. Yup, it's fucked down here too. Insightful. Happy to help. The militia holds the whole place down. Snell says while lifting a coal leg wood piece. Especially here in the front. It's all sludge. Gonna be hard to find signs of anything. Bad guys always leave big signs. Wouldn't that be neat? Tell me, yell if you find something. You focus on this particular booth, or what used to be one. The textiles once draped over the seating have been turned to ash and charred along the expensive wood. Along with the water damage, elemental forces here are intense. Both stones remain standing for now, scorched like the dwarven architecture. Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth. Keep looking for now, but let's not waste too much time here. He's ordering, are you around? He can't do that. The goblin is simply making conversation. Don't read into it. The row of booths are still here, still burnt to a crisp. Look over the debris carefully. Oh my god. The rolls, though. Nothing out of the ordinary. Ruinous is not a word. Nothing. Can't find nothing. Just use a shard of Jor, because this is... Oh my god, 2 toes in a row. That's insane. Spend 10 minutes again. I'm committed. Oh my god! 3 2s in a row. Fuck, there's probably nothing there, man. Ah! Fucking ramming my face through it. Something not burnt. You reach out and grab it. It's a tiny metal leaf. Fits the palm. As you wipe it off, you find strange condition. Feel it tingle. Esoterical. The tiny leaf fits in the palm. A magic item? The brooch is half melted. That's a clue, probably. Yeah. Found something. Strange, interesting. Sure. You lean on it in the weight of your bulging muscles and overwhelming masculinity. Yeah, taking out some rage. Wow, what a great use of time that was. Is the brooch anything useful? 2 charisma. Advantage against elves. And the final piece. Compartments with ruined tin boxes. In the back, there's a complicated set of tubes and pipes connecting to some tea-making machine. For such a fine and expensive piece of machinery to bake. I'll have sweet cream with cream, please. He leans over. Oh, make sure that's half cream, actually. My tummy's sensitive today. He's making fun of humans and their love of milk. Oh, the goblin's kidding. Time to make a different, better joke. That'll be smooth. You're a goblin. Don't you want some green tea? The goblin laughs. Fake laughter. That's funny, because I'm green. His smile drops. Check the damn counter. Look at the surface. Look over the machine. Check the pipes. Check the copper chamber. Smells awful. An intense scent. Why does it smell like that? It contains something foul, but you don't know what. You must get closer. Leaning closer. Inhale the horrible smell. You inhale a digesting burnt muck through the gapes of your helm. Smells like digesting burnt muck. Lay damage. What smells foul makes your nose stronger? Yo, the Ebb's going good, bro. We're getting to the key of the mystery now. You know, making a lot of progress lately. That is definitely not true. Oh yeah, stop shoving your face. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Check the output valve. There's metal at the end of the valve. It's shut. Open it. not how the valve's supposed to feel. It's stuck. You're the hammer, this is the nail. Let's be careful. The dink. You totally let it do that. Oh, there's more. Shit, step back. The valve bursts open, releasing an oozing pile of tea, ash, and God's only knows what else on the floor. Gods be damned! The smell is particularly awful. Avoid, avoid. Try to survive. Holy fuck. 24, B. Foulness, but nothing you can't stand. You smell the fetid, melted ooze. Goblin is dry heaving next to you. It's not so bad, don't be dramatic. Alas, you persevere. The floor beneath the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. What did I gain from this? A loud ding comes from the machine as the last dribble of ooze exits the canister. Is it still operational? What the hell? Like leaking innards. A death knell. After the bell, a box opens up at the top of the machine. Inside, you see dry leaves. It's the steam leaves. They're supposed to add extra flavor. And that scent. These are uka leaves from Kargamash. Wait, this thing was ready to go. Doesn't that mean it was being used during the explosion? Possibly. Truly a possibility. Alright, well that means those tea leaves are evidence. Evidence, huh? Yeah, pick up the leaves. Oh, right, of course. Grab the leaves. Look into the charred boxes. They're supposed to be. The heat from the explosion melted the tin and its contents. It's just ash now. Well, I suppose that's all. Yeah, I guess that's it. Go see Dragon Lady, I guess. And then head into the deep dark below. I think this will get me relatively close to her. Or maybe it won't. Lol. I think this is Lady Place. Nice, it is. Mrs. Ageleaf. Nat 20. Level 18. God damn. This creature is no goblin, though her desire lies heavily invested with the tribe. She is far older, far more dangerous than all these servants of hers combined. She knows well the flames of Asuth. Why is she here? Some of these Varon eyes are striking your soul. It's definitely a dragon. Polymorph dragon, lol. Let's engage.
Cleric, you've returned.
What are you really?
Whatever do you mean, cleric?
You know what I mean. Her eyes light up.
Leave us.
The goblins surrounding all of her throne pause and look to her.
Leave to us now, my lady. You too, Snell.
The goblin looks confused at both of you. Yes, my lady.
Well then. What is it you see so well, cleric? An inane observation, perhaps?
You're a dragon.
That's my nickname, yes, but you can see, I see you mean something else. You're very easy to read, you see. Unlike me. Which makes me all more impressed.
I forgot to speak with dead on the corpse. We gotta go back and do that before we finish the rest up there. I think I got lucky. Something's just off about you.
If you tell anyone, I will kill you. If you act annoying, I kill you, she smirks. I hope you enjoy sharing this little secret with me.
The dragon laughs to herself, cackling draconically. She finds it exhilarating to have someone that actually knows. How awesome! A dragon! The natural enemy of man. It is actually very interesting to speak with a real dragon. They are considered very rare these days, especially one powerful enough to polymorph like this. She is in her natural shape. Transmutation magic. Why does she sit upon this throne? Natural one, baby. How you understand? Well, there are so many reasons why a dragon won't followers, just goblins. You're very interesting, Lady Sageleaf.
I am unsure I should see that as any type of compliment. She smirks. Once you finish this mess, bring Snell to me. He's served well for many years. I want him to know as well.
After a quick call out, the goblins fled into the chamber.
Good talk, cleric. Now shoo.
Companion approaches as Lady Sageleaf offers you well. What the hell did you talk about? Actually, don't tell me. She'd get mad if you did. You'll find out in time. What? In time? What the fuck? That's so incredibly ominous. Sorry, I just mean it's... Look, just shut up. I don't want to know. Okay, we're gonna speak with dead before we continue the rest of this. Lay dragon. You knew it. Them stats were looking way too dragony to me. Let's go have a speak with dead. Ooh, this is a huge moment. Gotta ask the right fucking questions. Jesus Christ. The thing with speak with dead is you can plan 5 questions, right? You can think to yourself before you're gonna cast a spell. Here's my 5 questions. But then when you're asking questions, other questions might arise, you know? Speak with dead. Oh boy, here we go. With little fanfare nor any magical sparks, you see a slight twitch on the scorched body. There's something wrong about this. It's sacrilegious, but perhaps the animated spirit will give you something useful in retribution. As if they weren't turned to coal-like substance, the lips begin to move, like sludge. A faint wheezing comes out of its throat. Horrific. What are the rules again? 5 questions. The spirit of the deceased is under no obligation to answer them truthfully. Considering you're just a random cleric, the answers should be fair. The soul itself cannot learn some new information. You're not speaking to the actual person, but rather speaking with the mirror of its mind at the point of death. Souls can only be animated by speak with dead once per week. This is your only opportunity. Be direct and stern in your questions. And stoic! I speak in present or past tense. It doesn't matter. The elf will be aware of your perspective, and as such will interpret any question such as, what was your name? What is your name? Okay, I'm ready. Remember, cleric, 5 questions. That's all you get, so make them count. Be polite. Ask her if you can get some tea or something. She obviously liked tea. Can I get something tea? What was your name? What is it like being dead? What are you? Were you voting in the election? Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? That's a pretty good one. Who killed you? How did you die? How did you live? Where did you die? What was your favorite color? Why were you at the tea shop? Where did you live? Did anyone want to kill you? Who did you work for? What is the meaning of life? Okay, we'll start with what is your name? Pinja Athena. Yeah, sounds elven. Your heart stops pumping harder. Didn't you... Yes, you spoke with this elf. Or did you? You okay, cleric? Snell, I know this elf. He scoffs. Good one. Like you would mingle with elves. Nervously adjust your helmet. His eyes go back and forth with the corpse. You're serious. I met an elf with that name. When exactly? On a ledge, Upper Tolstad. You were there. Maybe you weren't. Sorry to say, I don't remember any elf up there. I only know Nassan. The last time I checked, she was very alive. It's not the one we talked to in the game, because the one we talked to in game was after the tea shop explosion. It's truly an esoteric event. I'd normally just say you're misremembering, but weirder shit has happened. Like a cleric rising out of the river to complete a divine quest. Like an election set up to happen, and no one seemingly acknowledging the corrupt nature of this system and completely overtaking our lives. I was gonna say the Muletown incident, but sure. Muletown incident. 25 PE 2 years ago, a reported fight with a local arcanist occurred in the northernmost Norvikian settlement of Earthport. Ever since, the city has been overrun with mules, which the locals have been unable to get rid of. Thus, the settlement is known as Muletown. 4 questions remaining. Why were you at the tea shop? I was. I had a meeting scheduled. Intense meeting. Maybe ask her something about it. That's 3 more questions. What was the meeting you had planned in the tea shop? Who actually came to this meeting? Ooh, that's pretty good. Not the one I expected. You see Snell's mouth, and it was. The ruined body convulses, and soot and charred flesh cracking and creasing, as if it were attempting to rise, to get away. The state. Huh? One of her hands unfurls, burnt and snail, and attempts to unfurl its fingers. It breaks as it does, black dust falling to the table. But it is clear, she is attempting to point. It was you! Oh, shit. 3 answered, 2 more. Two more. Jesus Christ. Okay, which 2 of these are the most important? What was your favorite color? Where did you die? How did you live? How did you die? Who killed you? Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? She was there for a meeting. What are you? Were you voting in the election? Who did you work for? Could be useful. Maybe who did you work for? What was this meeting? Could be useful as well. Who did you work for? What was this meeting? Let's ask what the meeting was, I suppose. It was a sale, a negotiation with my free strider contact. Oh, interesting. 1 question left. Who killed you? How did you die? Where did you die? Who was your favorite color? Where did you live? Who did you work for? Probably the elves, but yeah, fuck it, we'll try this. Ilum, myself, my heart. In reverse order. What a tragedy. The corpse's mouth stiffens once more, mimicking the life ends. That is 5. Alright, cool. What did we learn? It's an elf? That's true, it's an elf. An elf you've met at some point, apparently. But whoever showed up wasn't her friend. Instead, he gives you a solid stare. She said it was you. You don't suspect me, do you? I was not at the tea shop during the explosion. Yeah? But you did know this elf, or what? No, I saw the elf after the explosion. Well, that's not possible. What, she got a twin? No, it was... I think you were there, weren't you? Was he there? I'm not sure, Claire. You get up to a lot of weird shit. My head is a mess, but yeah, no. Don't worry about it. Huh? We sent for you. There was some deep state conspiracy and you somehow blew up the tea shop. Why would they send you to investigate it? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. So don't worry, I don't suspect you of anything. My guess is it's another agent of the state responsible. The elf points at you. Or tries to and says, "You're the one she saw at the tea shop?" Yeah, no, she means a cleric or an earth guard or something like that. 100%. Starting to doubt my own sanity for a second. Yeah, it's not like the memory changing spells don't exist, but it's too much. Gotta follow the simplest answer, and that's not being a secret bad guy. So for now, we look for more clues. Frank, son of Frank, the witness. We gotta find that fucker. Let's follow the leads. Some interesting stuff to think about. Nice job on the spell. Alright, well, we got an important piece of info still. What was the question I was gonna ask her instead? Who killed you, I guess? Powerful member of the state, most likely. That's just who showed up. We don't know necessarily that that means that's who killed her. All right, Dragon. About the tea shop. Well, well, her eyes focused in on you and the room seems to shrink. Go on, cleric. Snell takes a deep breath next to you. He's expecting the worst. There was a dead elf. She lifts her head and gives you a cold expression. Do you have an identity? I have the name, yeah. I do. I could... It's not giving me an option for having the name. The corpse was heavily damaged. Obviously. Yes, anything new to report. Perhaps there's something actually useful. Convince her that you're an idiot. Present the full story to Lady Sageleaf. A brooch survived the flames. Okay. She senses its esoteric nature. Tacky, typically elven, and magical. Yet also ruined. Magical items aren't supposed to break. If this brooch was indeed destroyed by the Inferno, then the origin of that fire must have been magical. If indeed. The lady turns it over on a claw. The brooch itself is indicative of a high-ranking elven power. The symbol is worn by members of the Mender's court. The Mender, a common way to refer Ilum the Mender, the goddess who established Ilum Empire. She was kind of a big deal before she died last century. A royal? If that makes it easier for your lizard human sensibilities, yes. The Mender. Ilum. The dragon growls at you. Her witlessness has spurned this band into chaos more times than I. She captures her claw and mutters through her clenched maw. If her shadow is responsible for this. Warren, what? How do you wear it? You put it on your clothing. Symbol?
The foulest symbol in Askin, the mending tree.
Can I have it back, please?
I do not wish with her mark anywhere near my lands.
The tea machine thing was active at the time of the explosion.
The tea machine?
He exhales. The tea machine. He was in the process of brewing some tea.
Interesting. Considering the tea shop was closed at the time, that is quite the clue. Perhaps this elf was making tea, and perhaps the elf expected company.
That would make sense.
One more question. What kind of tea leaves were in the machine?
Snell gives you a glance. Short leaves.
Ukul. A Cargmeshian plant.
She is hiding something, but what?
Next, what else?
Metal door was minted off his hinges. Bent metal.
I funded that shop. The door was Hardston, was it not? Dwarven made. It does not simply melt.
It was thick, a thick metal. It was indeed Hardston, my lady.
To melt Hardston, that would require incredible heat.
Something like a 7th level fireball would do the trick.
That's good information. Well done.
A copy of the Undercommon survived the flames. She hits the wooden throne, giving off a loud thud.
Told the damn bird not to stock that magazine.
She shows her sharp teeth. He did.
Shut it. It was never there, cleric. The Undercommon's banned throughout Tolstad, permanently. She lets her frustrated growl. Those gnomes. I should have them strung up. They didn't even hire good writers.
You hear Snell let out a slight groan. It's not the first time she's been angered by this magazine.
An indestructible magazine? Ridiculous. I could imagine a book perhaps, but what do they think? Who reads a magazine more than once? Except those ignorami comifusk service.
She slams her fist on the throne.
Artistic
The goblins around the chamber appear to nod and murmur in agreement, while Snell is just staring at the ground. This is not the first time. I agree. He finds his voice.
Indeed. However, the presence of Undercommon is quite interesting.
She appears to calm down.
From our previous investigation into this travesty, we know the Undercommon is indeed immune to all types of fire.
It's evidence.
Yes, okay. What else?
I can just play dumb. What if I walk away? Present the whole story. Hurry up now. I need to put on my int gear, lol. That's what I need to do to tell the damn story. What I'm wearing already gives int, I think. Put this on. This gives int too. This gives int. What I've been get to 13 and 12. Present the full story. Natural 20. Ooh. Yes, you go over the details, the broad strokes, putting in events in a clear chronological order. Lady Sageleaf listens patiently as you explain it all. The tea shop owner was not there, but the elf was. The elf clearly had reason to sit in the closed tea shop. As you speak, you realize yourself exactly what caused this explosion. You saw it in the tea shop next to the course. 9 points of origin, the only explanation. The elf was in possession of a fully stocked necklace of fireballs. The goblin chieftain's lips curl into a slight smile, which then turns into a grim frown.
Go on.
She finds your explanation intellectually stimulating. Time to lay out the entire plot from the beginning. One thing didn't make sense from the start. Why a tea shop?
Why indeed?
He glances between the queen and yourself. Must have been an attack, or maybe... Can't say for sure, not right now.
No, not until whoever procured the necklace of fireballs is within my grasp. I do not believe for a second this was a planned attack. There are too many important targets so close. Had it been a simple fireball spell, perhaps. Snell, do you know how rare this artifact is? This artifact, the necklace of fireballs? Exceedingly rare, my lady. Perhaps not a single bead, those float around from time to time. Still expensive, but remnants of the Coast War. Each bead, if detonated together, would result in a blast in increasing power. 1 level per bead, and it starts on 3rd level as any normal fireball spell would.
And that means... Her smile widens.
11th level.
Oh boy. By Earth! Simple math, the goblin says, looking concerned. Isn't that against the rules of magic? She scoffs.
There are no rules, not really. The Arcanists pushed the boundaries beyond morality and reason.
She scoffs loudly with an air of annoyance.
I'm just impressed the Dwarven Masonry still stands. I assumed such power would tear reality itself asunder. But no, it's simply scorched a lot hotter.
Should also mention there was a gold chain in the hands of the elf.
A gold chain, as in... That must be the necklace then. It actually survived the blast.
It turned to dust after it was removed from the corpse. The goblin chieftain clicks her tongue and leans back into the throne.
Interesting. Once spent, the core chain must have retained some magic until trifled with, of course.
The lady glances to Snell, then back to you.
Well done. You've convinced me of this perspective. For now, at least.
The lady grows silent and begins twirling a ring on her finger.
How is the cleric's health, Snell? Health, my lady? Do you believe he will require some magical assistance?
The goblin mutters back and gives you a good look.
Yeah?
Item gained, Ring of Regeneration. She takes off the ring and tosses it to you.
Wield it well, human. It will keep you up and running.
She leans on her claw and glances at you.
This joint venture is not finished yet. Snell? Cleric?
Yes, my lady.
You need to find the responsible party and bring them to justice. That is what you do, is it not?
Oh yes, always.
Good. The elf might be dead, but I'm certain whoever is responsible here is not. Speak with the relevant parties, find out everything about this elf. Locate the missing witness, this Frank son of Frank dressed in yellow. Fake name or not, if he can be found, you must do it. And then there's the question of the poor fool drummer, of course. You have until the election, cleric. Be quick about it. Time is running thin.
I spoke with Drummer. He was hiding in the werewolves, blah blah blah.
Did you now? And what did the birds say?
We discovered an illegal smuggling operation, my lady.
A what? The bird couldn't have run it himself, could he?
There was an undisclosed hidden safe space between the connected tea shop. Drummer uses as storage space for the free striders. Cannot leave the city now. I took his papers.
Good. He might still try to slip through, but this way he'll be much easier to catch. We will make sure to attempt to catch him. Snell?
I've already sent word. We'll do our best.
Of course you will. At the very least, the bird was found, and this adds to our full picture. Gods, I do hate the free striders.
Who doesn't hate the free striders?
A fair statement. Now what?
Do you know anything about this dead elf? She groans.
There were words of a certain elf making friends with political circles here in Tolstad. I'm assuming this is the one. I was just speaking with those connected. The Aziels for their involvement with the tea shop, Viskin for the post-mortem, and of course the corpse itself. That you should be able to handle.
Any more info on this missing witness, this Frank son of Frank?
Not much. Some whispers about a man dressed in yellow rushing downwards. Perhaps he fled into the city below? This fellow's probably dead or dying in that case. Either way, find him.
That's all for now.
Fine, keep it. Keep at it, lol.
Alrighty then. Okay, I think we go down now. Take a quick check-in with Nessa. Ness Wilkin.
Hello, man.
We found an elf in the tea shop. One of your friends?
You?
Her normally wide smile fades.
An Ilum, I presume. I do not consort with their kind. I'm afraid I cannot help in any way than offering a free piece of advice, a tip, if you will.
Please do. She makes a coughing-ish sound.
Tread carefully. The roots of Ilium grow far and deep. They will strangle you, give the chance. Do not anger the mender's shadow.
I don't understand.
They do shady business. If the tea shop is their fault, you cannot do much. So be careful just in case.
Alright, Shorty, thank you. Be real careful. Damn, all that and I haven't finished any quests. Suppose I can unprepare Speak with Dead now, because I no longer have 3rd level slot. Go enhance ability bar skin. Charm, comprehend. She don't think I care about clear wounds, even though I'm teched for it. Turn undead, maybe. One more. Speak with animals? Sure. The cat's gone. Fuck, I could have talked to it. Alright. I think we have no other cause than to go down at this point. Ring of Regeneration. Slowly regenerates HP over time. OP. 1d4 per hour. Put it on, I guess. Let's put Meek on. Alright, how the fuck did I get down there again? Guess I could go through the fucking witch house. Lol. Also could talk to the Asgals. It's definitely a potential lead. I don't really know where to go to contact them, to be honest. Actually, I kind of do. So let's go try it. Wear this for a while, lol. Gonna go to water lane. Try to grab this fucking thing because I have crazy dex potential now. .21 dex, god damn. Engage. +5, baby. Let's go. Yes. Smooth as hell. It's a stress cube. Apple boy. It's great for me to indulge in these childish toys. A toy for a child. Well, that's just super random, lol. Okay, we're just gonna talk to Asgals and then we're gonna go down. I think there is a place to talk to them in the water lane. I think these are Asgals, ain't they? Oh, I can't go in. Back to 26 strength. Thank you, my lady. Protection from good and evil and etc. Right, I thought that's where I could see the Asgals, but it doesn't open till sundown, so I guess that's a later thing. In that case, we go below. All the clues point down there, so that is where we go. Where the hell does this go? Oh, it takes me into this bitch. Lol. You don't want to go up, you want to go down. No milk. Greetings, citizens. Oh, it's you. Yes, I'm the cleric. More XP, 100 XP. Do I have to pick right away? Yes. I suppose. Friend, man. Prove you're an Asgal. Got Snell with me. Wow. Nat 20. A real dwarf. Horribina viene, friend du presal. You absolute embarrassment. You done? Do you believe me now? Their embarrassing display appears to make him a pity in which he's allowing to make bygones be bygones. Alright, in we go. Got some things to talk about, Mr. Asgal. Time to behold everybody here. Constitution, behold. What's my con looking like right now? Let's get the crazy wisdom first. Behold OP. "28 Constitution. Reveal your secrets, peasant. 31. Level 3 foreman. He stands by his deal in his gut. A push will earn his respect. That is his way. Knows he is privileged, and he hates it. His ideal clashes with his blood. At his core, he fights for glory. Empathy does not spark his heart. He wants to earn admiration and legend." Oh, I see. What about you? Charisma. Alright, let's get the wisdom now. This fucking book. One was this fucking thing. This fucking thing. This fucking thing. Highest wisdom I can get. 15. Dan. 23 to get all of her stuff. Goddamn. Before I start a conversation, what's my stats look like? I have terrible charisma now. I swear charisma is never used in conversations anyways. See if I need it now. Having strong wisdom is useful in conversation, but I can take one away. I can take this out of here. Guess I could use that. Now I'm 12 charisma, 14 wisdom. Pretty good for conversations, I think. My flanks. Mr. Seiman. You see a throng of dwarves shuffling around inside a tiny apartment. The smell of confined sweat reminds me of that summer you spent as a farmhand. Good times. Welcome to the Asgalian Sanctuary on Tolstord, short for Ast. Hell's bells, it's like they stacked on top of another. Apartment full of nothing but dwarven willpower. How can they even breathe? What a wonderful sanctuary. It's central and small. He draws in his teeth and looks at you, but we've got around to efficiency. Can the Asgal Workers' Party work for you? What can you do? We don't need anything right now. Good, then I have some questions. Questions can be answered. Should I tell him about the dead elf? Yeah, I don't care. Let the word get out. His face stiffens. He realizes something. An elf, you say? Stare at him. He does not meet your gaze. The dwarf is faltering. He knows something. You can read him like an open book. Tell me what you know, Alphaz. The elf, was she in the fire? Yeah. But why didn't they? They didn't look properly. You know how it is. That is unfortunate. You see Modissa glance over, looking to your combo with the deep crown. Pinja Antha was a friend of the movement. I suspected she would be involved in this somehow, but years of toil take a toll. Elven connection updated. I hope she simply had left the city. Who was she? Ilum elf. Strange mix-up, I agree. But she was kind. Herself. Officially, she was connected with the Ilum Embassy. The Outreach. So she was secretly an Asgalist? I wouldn't go that far, but she helped. Whatever she was, she shared information that was helpful. Information? She would tell me things whenever I saw her. Intercepted messages sometimes. Leverage for our labor disputes. Business in the palace. Polling numbers. I'm sure we would have gotten ahead on that PPG issue had she still been around. Thinking about it, she helped immensely over the last few years. Countless times. So I don't care what she identified as. In my eyes, she was an Asgal, through and through. Was she connected with the Free Striders? I'm sure she was, somehow. Otherwise, she wouldn't know half the stuff she sent over. Did she know people in the palace? Did she have enemies? I wonder many times that granting us so much information could land her in danger. She did not care, and her ghost told me to seek out the paladin deep below the city. What does she think of the Ilum? You know, I asked her once. No, she didn't exactly give me a straight answer, but something in my gut told me she was trapped. That's what she looked like a trapped animal. I suppose that's why I had hoped she just up and left when we didn't hear from her. She deserved to be free, the gal, to be struck down in that damn tea shop. It's foul, really. You know anything about a necklace of fireballs? A what? You mean the magic item? Yes, did Pinja ever mention it? Don't think so. Those are dangerous, aren't they? It's the one that started the Coast War. Possibly. If there are those kind of weapons laying about here, I want it taken care of. We don't know what Coast War started over an evil damn fool with a bomb. She was alright. Good name for it. The Birdman? He seemed an opportunist. Something about the way he acted, not sure what, just a gut feeling, you know? The dwarf knows, but not why. Alright, time to talk to Modisa now.
Oh?
The human woman frantically oh, she's human. She gives you a quick glance, but she seems to recognize you. Her focus is on the machine. Mr. Cleric, you keep popping up. How did the delivery go? All of his friends keep interrupting in the worst opportunities. Maybe now they'll finally stop. Can you be quick, whatever it is you're here for? And why do you have this quiet whippet guy here with you? He weirds me out.
Look, I'm an observer, or a cleric handler, I guess.
She lets out a short laugh. Okay, I get it. Cleric handler, that's good. It's a printing press, I know what it is. Tell me about your relationship with the tea shop. Loved that place. Not because it was good, but lots of memories there. She spent lots of time there. Don't know what kind of trouble it ended up in, but I expected Mr. Drummer to get in explosive trouble. Never expected. She's not hiding anything from you. Anything else? Not really. He just served tea and made that clacking noise. Alphas might know more. What about an elf? Her eyes go wide. We talked to her once or twice. Nice girl. Shuts her mouth and points to Alphas. Talk to him. No, you told me no right now. Nuh-uh. She just nuh-uh you? Holy shit. She points at Alphas again. I'm not a snitch. He'll tell you what you're allowed to know. Good, anything else? I already talked to him, well. I mean, nothing else is about to pop up, is it? Holy fuck, we really had to have all this? Alright, not sure I learned a ton there, other than she was connected with everybody. What's RNA? I'm curious what goes inside. I have no reason to be interested in this particular lore. Okay. Leaving outside. Okay, well that doesn't fucking help me. Let's get my full dex up and behold Snell now. Shall we? Oh, this gives dex too. Four. God damn it. Insane. I want to go down, damn it. To the depths. Lower layer. Sounds better. Ah, yes, this place. Alright. Into the fucking depths we go. It's a long way down. There's my shorty. Can be hold there too. Ooh, she's strength. Okay, I can get crazy strength. $26. Nice. Level 10 angel. Cold, stern, glorious. She follows orders, the type that grant eternal fulfillment. There's a sadness to her existence. Broken wings, stuck among lesser beings. What does she seek? When an angel falls, she ceases to exist. She is transformed. This creature does not seek redemption or emancipation. She seeks purpose. My lady. The porcelain spectre hangs delicately in the air before the pillar. Her face is lit up by the dungeon glow. Cleric. Snell. Yo. The goblin shoots her a finger gun before quickly retracting it and takes a step back. Hello, Atia. Her halo spins slightly off her head, its eyes gazing up and below. It changes. Myaso Glebin. It is in constant flux. Like right now. Day by day, little by little. What remains constant is the tamed quarters, the halls people wander. The Coin Lord wishes this to be apartments one day. He wishes to tame it all, this city below. This place is way too esoteric. Yes. I patrol the halls at intervals. The Tolstad tunnels are well kept due to Lady Sageleaf.
Damn straight!
However, Tolstad is a strange case. The pillar acts as a beacon, a center for esoteric activity. She places a cold porcelain hand on the stone. Cleric, do you know how far it goes? Dangerous question. She's challenging your intellect. It will hurt if you admit it. You've read about the city below. Recall it. Lol. Hey, lucky. +2. Goddamn, why'd I get +2? City below is a vast, untamed series of tunnels built underneath the city of Norvik. That you know, but this is what you do not know. It is an esoterically charged ley line conversion point. Some speculate it is due to the pillar, some due to ancient snail folk who lived here. But in the regions where people do not wander en masse, they quickly attract and form esoteric pockets. It is, for all intents and inclinations, as prone to esotericism as the lands close to the endless wastes far inland. Yet, for whatever reason, this effect stabilizes once people come around. It is not understood why. Hold on, I'm thinking. The angel glares at you with a few dozen eyes. What was the question again? Right, the depth of the pillar. The Pillar of Jord is an esoteric relic, and its secrets still not unraveled. The 8 or 4 pillars represent around the coast. Each go far down through the gravity flip, piercing the undersea coast. Cleric. Simply tell her that it goes down through the earth and exists on the other end of the coast, in Kargamesh. It goes to Kargamesh. She is silent for a beat. Yes, that is correct. See? And Kargamesh is where the tea leaves were from. Valkyrie updated. The Pillar of Jor goes into the earth, by the Undercoast Path. That is the deepest you may travel, before entering the gravity flipped. I have explored it in pieces, but it is a dangerous place. I must go there. It is important for the investigation. She nods. I believe that to be the case as well. There are points of a man in yellow delving past this point. The same man in yellow who was reported at the tea shop incident. I knew that. She nods again. Her red cape flutters as the angel begins to float out over the abyss. We will meet below. The angel begins to descend into the far, far below. Etir will join your party below, but only if you do not go down there solo. To come with Snell. I think I told you this before, but she freaks me out. She freaks me out too. Mean it in a good way. Sure. The goblin gives a skeptical glance below. You will find her below the below. Look into darkness and see nothing. Touch the pillar again. Down we go. .28 strength. Who wants to fuck around? Reveal your secrets. Not one. Never mind. Brother. Also, let's eat some bullshit. Get to full HP now that we're gonna be in this fucking shit. Did I look at this before? Who said that? Aren't you adorable? Strength, smash it. An esoteric ant? Talking psychic ant. Shh, I'm talking to an ant. We're alone. It's just we need to ask for a favor. You know how much trouble the Ukrainian man's caused us? We had to hire a specialist just to get you to leave. Yeah, it was a whole thing. But we left, you won. So let bygones be bygones, as they say. Fuck it, sure. As long as you guys don't return them fine, what do you want? We were driven from the area a while ago. We left me behind. You mean left eye? Whole identity thing is new to me. I think it's pretty great being an individual. I haven't thought about it, but sincerely, this sounds like for you non-hivers. Oh, a quest. Sounds like a quest. I enjoy quests. Okay, sure, it's a quest. Yes! All the way into the Undercoast. How'll get you... Aren't you afraid of getting, crushed? What do you know about the tea shop? Lol. He did something esoteric to the hairy brute. Alright, so questing time. You should go to the Undercoast Pass and talk to the ant. Just pick him out of his pocket. Wow. -2 strength. He's listening in on everything. I'm Something with one of these I failed before. Over here, maybe. Intelligence. Try this again. Alright, let's get my int as high as possible. This was already doing that. And 13. Whoa. Try again. Ooh, let's go. Nat 20. Pigments, the style, the preservation. It's not white fine or snail folk. These paintings predate all of them. Before the snail folk, before the Fade era. At the earliest, these should be dated to the early Gate Wars, long before recorded human history. They appear to be the depictions of forgotten beasts of Jor, a folk type or higher being connected with Jor. Though the less exciting answer would be these are rare aberrations depicted by whatever inhabited Ascan before the Tulin Katel. These interests is another clue to their origin. Whatever the Golden Horde must think is important enough to send an ambassador to Spelunk for some inherent value. Unless the Celestial happen to be idiots, which is not a possibility for Fugo. Nothing to be seen here. I feel like wisdom is good for spelunking, so I'm gonna put on some wisdom gear maybe. That on, put that on. Just gonna put that there. Examine the board of holding. No way, way. Shove your head inside, amazing. Oh, one off. Oh. Big shove. Shards of Jor, several. Shoving my head inside seems terrible. Definitely shouldn't shove my head inside, I think. One. Nice. Shall I have one of these? Plus 7, 2d4 plus 4. More. Let's just eat 5 apples. What up, Tev? This is Esoteric Ebb. It is a point-and-click D&D-esque mystery adventure game. All about just story and figuring things out, if you will. Somebody blew up a tea shop, and we gotta figure out why. That's the gist. See if I can get anything about this boy. 27, BB. He's birthed from evil. Despite his nature, above all, he follows his instinct. It speaks, follow the wizard. It will grant passage to greater hunts. Those rumblings, they keep your flesh from being consumed. Wow. Cred gritium. I could buy more of those damn things, but I don't know if I need them. Last we were here, we got past this cat thing. Where was that again? Just to the big old loop. Down here, I think, is where the cat thing was. Maybe. That's where Dwarf Boy is, not here. Door avails me nothing. Must be this way. Where the heck was I going again? Damn it, just did a loop. Oh, fuck. Where to go? To get fucking lower. keep doing circles. Lol. Oh shit. Must be this way. Nothing here. What the fuck am I missing for the way down? This way, I think. This is where that thing was, yeah. This is where we found Meek, yeah. What? Where do you go? Super confused now. What the heck am I missing? What the fuck? Not there either. What the hell? I must be blind. It's not the snail way. And this is just back here again. Bloody hell. Is this door supposed to open? Clearly not. Feels like it should be past the croc guy. Wonder if I can ask this dude about the dwarven thing I got. Blah 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 blah. Oh, he's not here anymore. Well, this was a horrible use of time. Well, I really must be blind. I feel like it's gotta be past this. This feels right. And then here there's what? Nothing. Fucking collapse wall. Now we're back to this guy. Another collapsed wall that just goes back. This fucking thing, Jesus Christ. Let's not run into that. And another collapsed wall. There's nowhere to go. What the hell? Brother. I swear I've gone everywhere. Oh, I can take root on the tea shop thing. Okay, let's do that. What is loneliness? What is it? The feeling in your chest. The knowledge of lacking. Of being this thing... hanging veil. This thing hanging veil as a connective tissue between others. Or is it something else? Simply the void. What's this got to do with the tea shop? Everything. It's the central theme. You come here to solve a mystery. Yet what you find is everything is working against you. Someone must really not like me. Do not worry. Only your presence here is due to a grudge, not to the difficulty of this quest. Political forces working against each other, not in the direction of competition, but indirectly, as the election looms over all folk. A coin lord who wishes nothing to be brought to light under his reign. A chieftain who wishes to hold her domain tightly, caught between a poor woman and a tea shop. What's that got to do with loneliness? For you, despite these tribulations, it has proven a revitalization, a return to form. This last year has been terrible. It's been fucking awful. But now, you are on your way to handle it all thanks to... Snell. Yes, his presence is good in your life. He is potentially a friend. A friend. Friendship is not a necessity, nor is beauty, nor is love. They do not help you survive in this world. Rather, each of those things give value to the survival. So the empty hole in your chest does not open up as wide at the end of your next quest. When the silence of your tower office or the room at your mom's apartment does not engulf you so quietly and so suddenly and so hastily, remember the feeling. But then you can ask yourself another question. What is tea, really? Of warm liquid filtered through leaves of various distinguished plants, only to be served to free-spirited youthful common folk of common cloth. A drink of the post-war era. And then this drink explodes. It does not, however. You see at the center of Norvik, in the middle of the river, chilled River Tornus, it's a fortress. One filled with folk, each of them flowing through the alleys and tunnels and streets, at the center of which you find a tea shop. Stepping through its doors, you are immediately hit by a wave of exotic aromas. There are folk of all kinds, debating, playing music, exchanging ideas within these walls. Stacks of newspapers thrown about at the tables. Behind the corner you see dark feathered creatures serving freshly brewed cuffs. This is a tea shop. There are many like it in Norvik. There is nothing special about this one apart from the fact that it blew up. I used to love tea shops. It was the best years of your life. It was the closest you ever came to having real friends. Most of it spent drinking halfling tea in Dvarvargby with people. Oh, shut up. They used you. Aren't you the one who always going on about exploited labor? Well, that's you. A lonely kid tricked into pushing dwarf propaganda, that's all. It's not so simple. They were also kids. Mirnan, she was trying to... You don't need them. Nothing to cry over, nothing lost. Everything gained, however. If you hadn't have gotten arrested, you would have never joined the Earth Guard. It was destiny, a group of Asgalis turning to each other, running to the hills to survive. It builds character. The hills, one of the 3 unofficial districts in Norvik, basically the Halfling district, covered the hills. Get it? On the western side of the river. Keep this goblin at arm's length. You don't know where he's been, or what his intentions are. You will make it as the lone cleric against the world, as always. No, don't push him away. You gotta reel him in, just like everyone else. The main problem from the beginning has just been one thing: honesty. You keep showing your true colors. Nobody likes that. Keep it friendly, keep it light. Everyone should enjoy your company. They can enjoy your company without it being a winning game. But if they enjoy your company, you win. Everyone wins, including you. Ignore this idiocy. Focus on the spells, learning, retaining knowledge, and applying it during your downtime. Become an even greater master of memorization. Something about the lone cleric. You're a man, you don't need friends. Taking a short rest means kneeling down in the dirt and placing a fist upon your chest, your brow dripping, pearls of sweat falling down upon your bulging pecs in the dark alone by yourself, flying solo. You don't need friends, you're a man. Start of your short rest heals the initial amount equal to the level of exhaustions you have. Master Memorizer. Normally, you have the absolute genius will recover a spell slot whatever breathers you take. Rest is useless. During short rest, you restore 2 random spell slots instead of 1. Friendly company. Snell is a good person. You enjoy his company. Just his presence during the breather is enough for you to make feel good heart. The feeling is somewhat mutual. Who cares what he thinks? Seriously, you need to learn how to make friends for real. That includes manipulating them into actually sticking around. During short rests, always roll hit die with advantage. Snell also gets extra proficiency in his initiative rolls. So is this a wise thing or a charismatic thing? It's a mix, really. Do you view socialization as a zero-sum game? A zero-sum game? I don't know. Then it does not matter. A relationship is what you make of it. If you assume it to be a cold calculation, then it is what you get. Sweet, good deal. I'll take friendly company. Do I have more of those? Questing. I can choose this when I take a short rest. Okay, if I could just fucking find the way out here. It's just not here at all. Perhaps need to go somewhere else to go further down, lol. Yeah, maybe that's it. Let's go try finding another way to go down. No, not here. Back here. There's that. Nothing there. What the fuck? Where do I go? Already dealt with everything in this crypt. Oh. Hello there. 8. Excuse me, knight, I must. A voice. Soldier, well fought. Just bow your head. He holds out a gauntlet towards the open tomb. Divinity, hold ground. Feel it. This guy scares the shit out of me, Snell whispers you. Such an edgelord. Edgelord, the name of a famous death knight in service of the Shadow Lord. Also used for people who dress up in dark armor and brood a lot. Death Knight, a term of warriors' necromancy. Men were created and fought during the Host of War, but the most legendary of the Death Knights was Shadow Lord. The string. One of utmost importance. It cradles here within a point. The tomb of your first god. Grip the string. I have super low strength right now, goddamn. You have known or understood well, but something has changed within you. It reminds you of a cantrip you used to cast. Thaumaturgy. Use thaumaturgy to unveil sacred locations. Alright. I'm actually so lost. What the fuck? Where do I go to get deeper? Shard of Jort. Take that. I need to push this boy out of the way or something. Don't think that's happening. I'm almost 5th level. Just hype. Or 6th level or whatever the next level is. I've ran around here so many times. Nothing there, nothing here, nothing in the cat place. Can't go there. What the fuck? There's nothing up north here. Nothing again. Nothing there, nothing here. It's just a room with the damn bow and the spikes. It's the room where Meek was. And nothing here either. So confused. Alright, well, because I am stuck, I'm gonna end the stream there for now. More Esoteric Ebb coming tomorrow. Probably gonna Google this, not gonna lie. Where the fuck do you go? LOL. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Love y'all. More Ebb tomorrow, not Black Flag. I'm too hooked on this. Yeah. Peace out.